Today, we are going to dive deep into the mind of Leonardo da Vinci, a name that became synonymous with genius. But Leonardo wasn't born a genius, he became one. His greatest tool wasn't just his talent for painting or his groundbreaking inventions, it was his relentless, insatiable curiosity about the world around him. Leonardo was fascinated by everything: how birds fly, how muscles move, how water flows. He didn't just observe the world passively, he interrogated it. In fact, he once wrote, "The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding." For him, nothing was too small or too simple to investigate, and this mindset led him to discover connections between art, science, and nature that others had overlooked for centuries. Think about it for a second. How often do we stop to really notice the world around us? We move through life distracted, our eyes glued to the screen, our minds racing to the next task on our list. But Leonardo was different. He saw every moment as an opportunity to learn, to question, and to understand. Take, for example, his obsession with human anatomy. Leonardo didn't just settle for understanding the basics. He wanted to know how every muscle, every bone, every tendon worked together to create motion. He dissected human cadavers, painstakingly sketching muscles, nerves, and blood vessels, capture the beauty and complexity of the human body. His anatomical drawings, made over 500 years ago, are still considered masterpieces of scientific observation. But here's the thing, Leonardo didn't just study anatomy because he was curious about how bodies moved. He applied the knowledge to his art. His painting, like the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, are filled with figures that seem alive, their bodies painted with an understanding of the muscle structure and movements that few other artists of his time possessed. This connection between his curiosity about science and his artistic genius is what made him stand out, what made his work timeless. And his curiosity didn't stop with the human body. Leonardo was captivated by the flight of the birds. He would spend hours observing them, sketching their wings in different stages of motion, trying to figure out how they stayed in the air. And from this curiosity came some of the earliest design for flying machines, centuries before aeroplanes were even conceived. He didn't get to see these ideas take flight in his lifetime, but his vision was far ahead of his time. That's the power of curiosity. It pushes us beyond the boundaries of what's possible in the present. Leonardo wasn't just interested in learning for the sake of knowledge, he wanted to apply the knowledge, to create and to innovate. Now, let's bring this back to you. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be deeply curious, to really question the world around you? Curiosity isn't just for scientists and artists, it's for anyone who wants to grow, who wants to solve problems, and who wants to innovate. What if you approach your life with the same curiosity as Leonardo, noticing the small details, asking deeper questions, exploring ideas others might take for granted? Imagine how much more you could learn and accomplish. Curiosity opens the door to new possibilities. It allows you to see what others don't, to solve problems in the way others can. Leonardo da Vinci's curiosity propelled him beyond the limits of what was known in his time, and it can do the same for you. So here's a simple challenge for you. Start a curiosity journal. Write down the questions that come to your mind throughout the day, no matter how small or complex they seem. It can be something small like, why do we dream? Or as big as, how can I improve my business? The more you ask, the more you will learn. And the more you learn, the more you will be able to create, innovate, and solve problems that matter. Curiosity is the first step to greatness. It's what made Leonardo da Vinci push the boundaries of what was possible in his time, and it's what can help you do the same in yours. The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. All you have to do is ask the right question. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding.